Hey, there you go. Hey, Matt Wood. Hold on, let me fix some things here. Hey, right, can you hear me? Hey, Franco, can y'all hear me? Hold on, let me see if I can get the link up real quick. Invite, copy, uh, post a comment, go here, paste, and go. There you go. See who wants to jump on. Hey, Daddy Dutch, David Hernandez, Panchuco. Oh my God, everybody's coming over. Anthony. Hey, Daniel. Let's see who else is coming on. I have 10 in the chat right now. See if we get anybody else. Not sure how long I'll be able to stay on. My mom's not having a very good night. Let's just say that. Oops. All right, got 12. If you can, please hit the like button. And if you can share out, go ahead and share it out. All right, cool. Let's see if I can't pin it, but okay, I'll just highlight it. Oops. What's up, Rick? Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Hey, Rick, so you gonna be able to come over on next week? The chat's a little laggy, so it takes me a little while to see your comment. So just hang in there. All right, Rick. Sounds like a party. In fact, my TV is faster than my phone right now for whatever reason. What's up, Quint? Hmm. And sorry, I don't have anything to give away right now. So, but hopefully we'll change that soon. Wow, 17 in the chat, man. Y'all, I wasn't kidding, man. And y'all not done with YouTube right now. What's with all these flames? Let's see some turtles in the chat. Who's got any turtles? Yeah, my internet's laggy today, so Just bear with me. I wonder if I can share a couple of pictures. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Oh, it won't let me do it. Oh well. There's some turtles. Rick, I currently have a old country barbecue vertical smoker and a gas grill and that Blackstone. But tomorrow I should be getting an offset that was my sister's, but she moved. She had to move out of her house, and there's no way she can keep it. So I'm gonna inherit that. Should be here tomorrow. Hold on. Post here. Hold on. Let me fix that. All right. Let's see if that works. I might have to mute my mic every once in a while, but we'll deal with this. I'm sorry, just having some problems here at the house right now. That's the link to the uh, StreamYard if y'all want to join. What's up, Alvin? Okay, good, cool. Oops, where is it? There it is. I'll keep that on there for now. So tomorrow will be a month since I started posting content on this channel, and man, didn't realize I would have over 200 subscribers as fast as I did. I was thinking of maybe when my first year I'd have maybe 100 subscribers, but you guys kind of just blew that out of the water. Thank y'all for that. It's amazing. I ended up picking up a couple of more subscribers during Al's live tonight, one or two. So that's pretty cool. So, what was the guy with the flamethrower? Oh, we have a guest. Who we have here? So
Bro, that shit was fixed, bro. Like aliens and rocket ships and all kinds of shit, bro.
Yeah, but you're the one that said wanted a bike. No, you didn't want bikes. You wanted oh yeah, you did want bikes, right? For yours,
I wanted to win the bicycle, but I didn't.
not Macklemore has subscribed to me. I just got a notification like not Macklemore. Like okay, I don't know who that is, but it's not Macklemore.
Popping tags. I pop my tags.
How many movies are you in?
I'm getting all kinds of notifications, bro.
Yeah,
Hoo-wee. Hey, that was a good time with Al.
yeah. I ended up winning one of his. I think I was the first one to win the knife he has. He had like several giveaways. I ended up winning the first one. I've gotten some of his rub before as well. Some of his Vakarab. Uh I don't remember. I haven't been in that backyard forever. So it's a. I know it was heavy. I just don't remember if it's a name brand or not. I think it's something somebody made for my sister and my brother-in-law. But I'll find out tomorrow. What's up, sleeper? Oops. What was that? Oh, we have another guest. Just a moment. Who do you got? Oh, the one and only Mr. Quentin Nelson.
Going
What
on,
up?
How you doing, sir?
TDO?
Yes, sir. TDO.
Yo, baby.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I go for a doctor's appointment tomorrow to see how my ankle's doing.
Do you have any hardware in your ankle or no?
Yeah, I got a brace on. I can take it off though when I
Oh,
sleep.
but it's not in you, like not screws or anything.
No,
Oh
I
God.
didn't have to have surgery or anything like that. I broke the fibia where it connects with the ankle and foot.
Oof.
Yeah.
So
So when you decide to hurt yourself, yeah, you really hurt yourself, huh?
It snapped under or some shit.
I fell on ice. Like
Yeah.
like
Slip.
yeah, my dog, one of my doggies woke me up. I don't know, it was like 6:30 in the morning one morning, and I didn't grab my glasses. I just went and opened the door. Well, she's scared because of all the ice and snow that we had, and actually, a lot of it had melted. What happened on my deck was it melted during the day. Well, during the night, it refroze, and I didn't see it when I was going out to help her get up on the back up in the steps. And yeah, I hit
I'll
that
be right.
ice,
I'll be right back.
ended up on my butt. But when I went to get up, it hurt. And so I got a broken ankle. But I'm able to get in the shower for the first time, so that's good. Instead of doing that sponge bath and crap. So I had to go take a potty break and refresh my beer. And I came back. I seen you were up here with Simon Lepp.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave him hanging by himself.
No, for sure. And that's where I was like, oh, wait a minute. He went live? Shit. Here we are, bro.
Yeah. So
I'm a little
oh,
jealous. You got the handlebars. You got like that little separation. I
well,
like
not really.
I like that.
I got the gray and then I got the dark. So it looks like it's separated.
Right.
So
I like it.
I,
Mine used to be all red. Now I got this like patch of red
I
that hasn't changed yet, but my tips are silver. You know what I mean?
yeah, I was always blonde, but my beard and mustache, like when I could never grow a beard because of my jobs I had.
Yeah.
And so I decided when I retired, I'm going to grow one. But before that, anytime I had a little rough, like when I was on vacation and stuff, it was always red. So
Right.
here I was, blonde hair with red beard, facial hair.
Mm.
So, but my first year when I retired back in 2020, I freaking, let me find my photos here. I was going to go a whole year without shaving.
Cat's over there fucking cracking jokes. Crumb number 3.
Yeah, he asked who the female was on the lower deck. But
All right.
here's
Sorry.
one. My first year when I retired,
Oh shit. You look like me.
it
Hey
actually got
dad. Hey dad.
it actually got longer. But here in Iowa, when it gets hot and humid, I found out real quick, oh my God, that beard's hot. So I went to a gold tee and I just kind of kept it and let it grow. It's at the point I could braid it now. So
My co-host,
is that a girl or boy?
little girl.
Little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little boy and a little girl. Shih Tzu, so
Yeah. I'm looking for a little boy, just so you guys somebody to play with. Here, go.
bullshit. Hope we didn't lose Lep forever.
Oh, maybe. He kind of does the disappearing thing, so.
Uh, Can't no. I never arrested.
Those are Irish goodbyes. Okay.
But it's not
Yeah,
good like
sometimes when you go that way, this late at night, you never reappear.
Hey, just because I don't say goodnight doesn't mean I love you.
Well, I know that.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah. As long as you see this, I might be over on the couch sleeping or something, you know?
I really thought maybe you'd pop a couple of gummies when that rocket was.
I can't fuck with them. I cannot fuck with them at all. Like, I've been stoner since 93 and I cannot fuck with a gummy or edible or anything. Fucks me up.
Really?
And Joey's
Yeah.
cookies really fuck you up.
Oh, made me run around naked for sure. I swear to God, bro.
Is that why we had those nipple pics?
No, that was in the garage. That was during the summer. It was like, fuck it.
Oh, Kent had vice.
I had a one up Kent. that picture is one and up a Kent.
Okay.
Yeah, Kent had vice grips on his nips.
Okay. Nice to have
Yeah.
the history behind that.
Damn, leopard remember 19. This motherfucker. I mean, come on. This guy talks about all kinds of old shit. right?
Who's Sleeper?
Yeah, Lance. He says, I remember 1993. Yeah, I did. Hey, House of Pain came around in what was it? 92? 91? Gangster rap before that, hip hop before that.
Anthony was for
You know what I
Anthony.
mean?
He has
Fire
advertised.
Cubs. I would
Show that one more time.
I was a break dancer. I think I should buy some Pumas.
Some Pumas.
Hmm.
Hell, in '93, I think I had 5 years or so on the police department
Jeez.
after 4 years in the Air Force.
I was 23 in 93.
Anthony, my dude right there.
Anthony's cool shit.
All right, for sure. He says you're cool shit.
Yo,
Oh, vice versa
There
here.
went fire.
TDO.
Too bad Anthony doesn't have a 3XL shirt.
oh, he's got 3X. That's what I wear.
See? But not just for Daddy Dutch.
Yeah, but Daddy Dutch isn't like me. He wants them free. I buy my shit.
Wow. So, see what had happened was
Hey, Buster Brown.
Now, Kent, I'm sure he did purchase his fire cups because he placed a big order.
Yeah.
So, but those fire cups, man, I have not bought freaking those tumbleweeds or cubes or anything ever since I started using the fire cups.
I bought this one, but it's too hot to wear right now. Probably
It's
like
not here in Iowa. Well, Iowa actually was warm the last few days.
yeah, it was like 70 something here today.
Yeah, it hasn't been 70, but it's been in the 40s here.
That's cold here. That's the inside weather.
Yeah, less than a week ago, it was minus.
Yep.
So,
Yep, that was when we were in the 30s and freezing our ass off.
yeah. I remember back, I think it was 85. I was living in Abilene, Texas.
It's cold up too.
And we got snow. And to me, it was just like a light dusting, but everyone was freaking out over the snow. And I'm like, what's going on? This is nothing compared to what we get in Iowa.
Yeah.
But I loved Abilene, though. God, it was good times.
I've only been there once.
And then we used to go. Have you ever heard of Sweetwater?
Yeah.
They have that rattlesnake roundup.
Yeah.
And we used to go over there to that. It was just fun time. I was in the service then, and that's why I was stationed at Dyess Air Force Base.
Yeah, that drive though is like 6-7 hours from San Antonio.
Yeah. We used to go down to Del Rio though and go into Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember though, we used to have to back then, and maybe they still do now, but back then Texas had a lot of dry counties. And so
yeah. Hold on. Let me get my laptop. Somebody needs a wrench. Hold on. Keep talking. Go ahead.
But back then, we used to have to pack a cooler full of beer because Texas they had a lot of dry counties.
all right.
You couldn't buy beer or anything in. So
A lot of states have dry counties.
yeah, see, in Iowa we don't. Now we used.
How about Jack Daniels, the number one bourbon? That's a dry county.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
See, this day and age, I just don't think of there'd be any dry counties.
Right. We're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some drinks. Guess what? It's dry county. Now you got to go outside the county, grab some beer, go back to your hotel, and be like 16-year-olds hiding from the law.
I mean, especially
drinking some beer.
As many states are legalizing marijuana and stuff, you don't think dry counties would be in the picture.
Yeah, there's still a lot of dry counties in Texas. A lot of like small rural areas.
They better not be dry of Mickey's Big Mouths. Fine, all like.
I do have some bad memories posted in my mind though when the times I spent in Del Rio or across the border into Mexico.
Right.
There's some wild shit that goes on. It's all I'm going to say. So I'm waiting for AJ to bring it up because he knows what I'm talking about.
Look at Cosmo's comment there.
All right, hold that thought. I gotta go pee.
I'm logging onto the laptop, so just bear with me here a bit.
All right.
Hit in there. Do that. Save.
God, I can't get this right. I need to get a green screen. Trying to bring up AJ here.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this green screen to work, or this. I must need.
There you go, got it.
I need more lighting.
Yes,
that's my TDO boy, AJ. Yep. All right, I gotta get rid of this. Not working.
There you go, Anthony. You should have a wrench now. Let me see who else is in here that I'm gonna throw a wrench to. I'll throw another one right here.
Told you not to go there, AJ. He's TDO though.
And that's why you got a wrench. Where are you at? I don't see you in here.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I was going to give you a wrench.
I already had a wrench, I thought.
Say something in the comments, please.
I can't post anything.
Oh, that's right. Yep, you're on your phone, right? Oh, we have another.
No, I'm on my MacBook.
What's up?
Oh, Daniel, another TDO.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How you doing, man? Hold on, let me finish doing this real quick. You have a wrench, Daniel? I don't think you do.
I thought I did. Let me see. On my phone.
Google have one now, yeah.
Freaking Kent's too scared to be into the TDOs.
You have an open invite, Kent. Oh, hold on. The brother, TDO brother.
What's up?
Another TDO, Lance. I finally got your freaking hat today.
Yeah, I saw that.
What was strange, Lance, was
all right,
last week it was in Fort Dodge. But then I got notification that it was delayed and it told like it was in another state. So I don't know what happened, but I got it today.
That's good.
That UPS, ever since you retired, has not been good.
I hear that part. I got the machine running behind me. Something about something, you've been good.
Well, I said ever since you retired, UPS is going to shit. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you might be, your driver could be watching.
No, I meant for Simon's wife.
I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter right now.
All right.
They
Lance,
still
how
watch.
many
Just done crazy.
how many
They
years
still
did you work
watch it.
for him, Lance?
I only got 13 in with them before I had to go out and have knee surgery.
Gotcha.
So, but I'm vested. I was vested at 5 years with them.
Hey, man, we're looking for goats. Sorry.
But I went out and did something else, made money. So I'm good. Actually, we just emailed the notarized paperwork today. Off
Oh,
the
really?
start. Yeah. She was trying to decide check which box she got the most money when I passed away. So took a little while to decide on that.
I told my kids, my two boys, that everything in my estate goes to my two doggies. That sent them over the hill.
Yeah.
But I have another one coming in my life in about 2 weeks from today. So, little grandson.
Mariah's live in Maine. Hello.
So
Yeah, my first
I'm gonna-
grandson.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna sidetrack your live here. Well, I got Daniel sitting beside me. So you say she's doing a sublimation, but that's only for fabric and mugs and stuff like that. She can't
Right.
print that on a sticker, right? That won't work on a sticker.
No.
That's what I thought. Like I said, I've done very little research on it, and the ones that I without a doubt could do both for, like shirts, hats, whatever, and stickers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at $6,000. I'm like, well, ain't sense me looking any more on those right now. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
the DTG, DTF stuff, that stuff, it's a pretty big investment up front. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll make it back, in a short amount of time if you push it the right way. But yeah, up front, pretty pricey.
Well, that's
You
part
know
of the
that-
problem. One is my age, and the other one is how hard do I want to push it.
Right.
The ink on that's kind of expensive too, ain't it?
I don't know about DTG and DTF.
What, as far as the ink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all. I mean, there's all kinds of suppliers out there for inks, and obviously,
Yeah.
The larger the container that you buy. What's up, Alvin? No, I got Simon's color sample running.
All I know is this is a motherfucking TDO takeover.
What's up, Lip?
What up?
Guggen's got the chat, so he wanted to come on too. So
Ready?
no, Guggen.
Ready?
What's Guggen saying?
No, Guggen.
Oh. I guarantee you, Randy's going nuts. Randy wants to be on here.
DTF is expensive, about $5 near turtle.
Randy.
Here's the thing.
Randy's passing
is,
everyone's welds right now.
so that's what I would want to get for my logo, right? So it's so expensive, Lance. You figured you're embroidering my logo, and you already know how expensive it is. Imagine doing that. There's no happy medium with fans, and I could only buy myself merch. You know what I mean? Unless I got web. If it wasn't for web, I wouldn't have a zip up. Lance and I already spoke. I'm like, man, that's too much money. It's not in my budget. Yeah, it's not in my budget.
Yeah, and that's why I want to do. That's why I want to do. Get into some of the other printing. And I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just thinking too big, and I need to reel myself in a little bit, and start doing. Because I have already researched where if someone else has the big $6,000 to $8,000 machine, and as long as I buy their minimum requirement, like a 6 foot by 2 foot, and all I got to do is order it, they print it, it comes into me in a shipping tube, and I cut it off, and then I apply it to the garment. That's another avenue. I mean, I've looked at all different things, to get into. And when Lep was talking to me, I looked up And, you know, if you get into something like that, if you buy something that's decent size, then, you know, the banners over his head is something else you can even look in, you know, getting into. But
Right.
now you're looking at $9,000, $12,000.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
Hey, Simon, put me up on the big screen for a second. Lance, look at this.
Oh, it's fading out.
I'm Lance. Add me. I'm Lance, brother.
It's Randy.
That's you, bro.
Oh,
That's
is it
you,
really?
Lance. That's your brother.
I swear, do that again. I swear it didn't look like him.
Right. He
It's
looks
a-
like your brother.
He's using a filter. It's a filter, Lance, to make it look old. It's Randy in 30 years.
Damn.
Is Christy in the chat?
Yeah.
They're not in the chat, but on the live because I hear snorting.
I will, Anthony. Tomorrow, I'm assuming you mean.
Yeah, my wife started off with like the vinyl cutting stuff, and then she transitioned into sublimation, and she really just does it more for her own stuff, like friends, family, and stuff like that. You know, holidays, everyone wants custom shirts made and stuff like that. But
If I got into sublimation, there's really only two things that I would sort of kind of so the only thing, okay, probably the only two things I really have an interest in, and I'm one of them just because I think it would work. It would be a cool idea. I don't feel it on shirts, and I could be way off basis. You know, I've heard a lot of negative things about it peeling off of shirts, and it's probably, you know, an improper process because I've read where there's some stuff where some people recommend a treatment, some people don't recommend treatments, depending on the fabric that it goes on. There's a whole lot of stuff to learn about it to do it properly.
right.
But right off the bat, I want to be able to do shot glasses and hats. You know, I thought shot glasses with everybody. I mean, everybody drinks. You
Right.
know, a shot glass with someone's logo on it.
Little koozies.
Yeah, anything like
Man,
that. You know?
I know a guy here in Texas. He does competition barbecue, but he also does laser engraving, laser etching. And that dude, he's making a pretty good killing, man, off of cutting boards, like custom cutting boards. He'll laser engrave them with your
Yeah.
logo or whatever. He's doing tumblers. He can do glass stuff, like you said, like shot glasses. He's even doing like knives that have like wooden handles, and he can put your name or your logo on them. Just
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff, man. He's even gotten to where, let me see, like wallets like this, like a credit card wallet, where it's like a solid finish, and he can laser engrave your logo or your name or whatever, and it's just like a card holder, like money clip type wallet.
Yeah.
So he's doing stuff like that. I mean, that's another good business to look into, is the laser engraving and stuff.
My sister and brother-in-law have got the engraver. They're rolling. I mean, she does. Yeah, I saw that. She does shows, and he was telling me, he says, "Dude, you need to get back." Years and years ago, when I built furniture and all that, I used to sell it on a weekend at a farmer's market, and then I moved into restoring antiques. And then I was restoring so many antiques and buying them at estate sales that I had to get rid of them. You know, so then I started an antique store at a tourist place down here in Maryland. It's called Solomon's Island. It's a big, huge tourist area, and it's what it's called. It is. It's an island that more or less joints out over Calvert County. A lot of eateries, boats, and everything else. A lot of stuff going on down there. But you know, as soon as November hits, you think someone pulled out the gates and shut the place down because it's dead.
Yeah.
But
Right.
So then I was doing, antique store. And I just got to the point where my little sister, she says, you need to get back into this. And I'm like, I'm kicking and screaming. I don't want my weekends gone. I was 20s, 30s, 40s. Now I'm 60 something. Next Monday, I think it is, I'm 64 years old. So I don't want to tie my weekends up anymore. I'm
Right.
just done with it,
Yeah. Right.
We'll make something work. I'm not
Yeah.
freaking out about it, but I don't like losing jobs because I feel like I take it more personal than anything else, because it's like, damn, I should have been able to offer him something else. It's where this is went to day one with Chuck with Niners Nations. As soon as I saw his digitizing, I was like, there's no way.
Right.
There's just no way. He's not going to pay that kind of money for one hat, and I wouldn't pay that kind of money for one hat, So as long as the digicount, what's up, Anthony?
Hey
As
guys.
long as the numbers are down low, you're good,
Yep.
And I try to do, I don't think you need any more of them. Sounds like you've already planted the seed. You need to back off of that a little while. Or unless you're just trying to get your last shots in before that last, what's it, 3 months?
It only takes one time. Everything after that's just, shut up and freaking discharge.
That's right. Practice your chores now. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Right,
Yes.
dear.
Yes.
On my way, dear. Anything else you need from the store, dear? And your life will be golden, good.
Oh, AJ's gonna be golden. He's badass. Hey Lance, really quick, I'm gonna zoom in. See my hat?
Hold on.
Yes.
Not the logo, so to speak. That's sublimation.
Right.
It's completely sucked into the fabric. You can't tell anything's there.
That's a foam front, though, right?
Yes, but the thing about it is, see how light it is?
Yeah, it's got to be light.
I'm not trying to say anything and try to school anybody. I'm not an expert, but I learned the hard way.
Right.
Sublimation works on light backgrounds and polyester fabric.
Okay.
So
Anthony, where'd you
I
get
heard
that
that
hat?
I heard that sublimation, they can print white on whatever color fabric and then print the logo on top of that.
What was that again, Simon? Really quick.
On like a dark fabric, they'll have a white paint over the design, and then paint the design over that with a sublimation.
Well, yeah, and they also have what's called mirroring the image to where the image is flipped backwards. Not that it shows up backwards, but it's flipped backwards, so it doesn't have to be only on light. The problem is it has to be on a 90% polyester background.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and Lance, I'm sure knows because he's the expert doing all the garments and embroidery he does. Polyester T-shirts, A, are really expensive, and B, I don't rock polyester T-shirts. I rock cotton T-shirts. I don't like polyester on a T-shirt. So that's the thing about sublimation is
I don't need to be sporting my headlights when I walk into a cold room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. And the bonus of sublimation is what Lance was saying earlier is mugs, dishes, shot glasses, hats like this. But when you want to have people with t-shirt spectrum colors, you're going to eliminate every single one that's a popular color. Trust me. Like I said, I learned the hard way. I tested every single shirt and nothing comes out in a dark spectrum. It just doesn't.
That's why I'm just, like I said earlier, I mean, my goal, if it was sublimation, I'm all right with that. But I would stick to just hats. And I'm not even thinking about, like tumblers or anything like that.
No, pint glasses, shot glasses, hats.
Yep.
I know it sounds funny, but dishes. A lot of people like to have like commemorative, like plates or whatever, mugs. All that stuff is great for sublimation. But when you want to get into the t-shirt realm or the multiple color hats, like I said, this is a light front. Let's just say, I like a black hat. You're not going to get a logo on it. You're just not.
Yeah. No, we'll do something like I said, I've researched the avenue of companies that have these huge printers. And all you have to do is commit to whatever size they have to offer. It could be
it's a minimum. Yeah.
Right. A 2-foot square. It could be 8-foot square, whatever. You just have to commit to that size. And the only thing you got to do is just cut them off of the product, the film. And then if you have a heat press, you're good to go. I mean, you got to line it up. You got to be, accurate with things. But I don't have to invest $12,000 into a printer.
You could buy an Epson Eco Tank for about $300. That's about what I paid for mine. It comes with about 2 years of ink. That's not sublimation ink, so you're gonna have to, not put in that standard cartridge. Buy sublimation ink, but buy that printer, because if you want to use the ink that comes with it, that's for your vinyl heat transfer. Either way, you're not going to waste ink. It's a great investment. And then buy, like I said, the Vivor heat press for $300, and it's all digital. It tells you the time, how long it has to be pressed, the temperature, the warm up. Lance, you're already doing embroidery on a $15,000 machine. You know what's going on, bro. But if you want to learn, if you want to learn sublimation, I'll walk you through it. It's not that hard, man.
Yeah, no, I've watched, and I appreciate it, and I will take you up on offer because I don't know the people that I've been following and watching. When you said Vivor, I'm already approved affiliate for them.
Okay.
They need to see some more clicks from me from my channel.
They're legit, and I stand by them. And I wouldn't go with another company as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, actually, I just got the denial last week, but she said she's, happy with how we're presenting things and what we're doing.
Yeah.
For them to invest, this entire system into Stitch Art Embroidery or Sleeper, because the Sleeper is the affiliate.
Yeah.
Stitch Art is a crawling channel, although they're linked. It's still just, it's in baby steps. So they would have to, her exact words are, we are definitely going to stay in touch, and that she advised a certain link for me to start generating some clicks, whether I'm selling it or not. I just as long as they see something from Sleeper Barbecue is being seen and registered now with Vivor. I need to start there, get that going. So
yeah, totally. I support you 100%.
Don't crawl before you walk thing, and
I see a lot of that are sponsored by Vivor. They use the products in their videos. So a lot of
huge ass company.
Shit, they make everything.
I use Vivor for with cooking stuff. My heat warmers and a meat slicer. Vivor is like, they're legit.
Yeah, they are. They're anything. You can get above ground planters from them.
Yeah.
Above ground planters.
Exactly.
On the website a couple of weeks ago, man, there's like so many subjects, like they're like welders and kitchen stuff.
Yeah,
all kinds of things,
yeah. So something will happen. It'll happen or it don't. I'm not freaking one way or the other. I wouldn't mind staying a little busier. And again, I just want to be able to offer that second thing. And if they say no the second time, then I did what I could do.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Do you have more logos to make? Print out? Stitch out?
I've got one. Oh shit! I did it again.
Anthony, where did you get that hat at?
I'm sorry, who asked that?
Your hat.
Where'd you get that at? Olympia
Oh
beer.
man,
That's old school.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
holy.
I used to.
Oh yeah.
My buddy and I used to steadily raid his dad's downstairs refrigerator. It had the two rings that you push in on the top.
Yeah.
Didn't have a tab. You push this in and you push that little teeny quarter-inch vent hole, and they're little round holes. It's good beer. I've
Yeah.
never seen it in a long time. I just finished your color sample, Simon.
Hold on.
This one got on film.
Nice.
All right, hold on. Let me
Simon
get.
looks good.
There you go.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one
it
got
looks
on
good.
film all the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks
I-
good. The gray utensils, they look a
Yeah.
lot better like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this is cheap
Everything
fabric.
is the blue. All of that colors look really good.
Yeah, it hadn't been trimmed up or nothing. It
Yeah, yeah.
stopped when I went live. It stopped
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
you just now.
Yeah, we heard it. The machine stopped like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy Dutch. My dad used to drink Olympian. I like that Olympian beer.
Yeah, I do too.
It's got me thinking about it again. I wonder if I can find that stuff.
Actually, I found it at Stater Brothers. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys don't have Stater Brothers. Anyways, that's like our really good grocery store with a good meat market. Anyways, they're the all around go to. I love them, but they're meat, whatever. But they're the only ones that I can find Olympia at. So
If I'm not mistaken, too, from memory, that hat, the front of that hat, isn't that the color of the cans? Pretty
Yes.
much. Yeah,
Yes.
it was like I kind of remember like a little light butterscotch color or yellow.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can see
original.
it is butterscotch, and the bill's like a really light brown.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, if I remember right, of the original Coors.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the yellow can. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
The banquet beer.
Yeah, Banquet.
Yeah. Yeah. So Quinn, to answer your question, I can't think of the actual name off the top of my head, but I ordered like 30 hats from this company. I'll go ahead and pull one of my order sheets and give you the website.
Yeah, dude.
They're based out of here. All the hats are foam front. You can pick the color, but they're all foam front, and they have everything. Oh my goodness! Sports, beer, food companies, you will spend hours just looking at the logos.
Oh wow.
And like I was telling Lance earlier, it's all sublimation. This is all burned in, into the bill.
Because my
But I have like stuff from when I was a kid. They have old NASCAR ones. I have like, old auto parts. I have like Orange Crush, Ham's beer. You pick it. They have it.
See, I can still get Ham's beer here in Fort Dodge.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Skeet Gurley, I don't think he can. His phone won't flip like that. He's tried it before for the same request, and it won't work on his phone.
But yeah, Anthony, send me that web address.
Yeah, I will. Actually, yeah, Quinn, you'll shit. I'll just leave it at that. There's so many things you'll see on there. And it's funny if you go on the one that says like you'll see the tabs. You'll see stuff that's like the oddball ones, and you're like, oh my god, I saw that as a kid. Like you'll see stuff as a child that you don't even remember. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe that was like. They're like Monroe shocks, and it's just like it's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I got plenty of time.
Yeah, there's like there's like there's like I not one off, like 10 off. Like, hey, we have like 10 left of these things, and it's like actually the hats like from the 70s. Like someone had these left over from like an event or something, like some crazy celebrity golf event. And you're like, oh shit, I gotta have that.
My
Get all
boys
my hats from
are into
Stitch
that.
Art Embroidery.
Oh yeah, well, one of these days I'll get one. Wink, 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 wink.
Oh, a cap. Probably ought to
No,
do something.
Daniel's hat's like really nice.
Oh yeah, Daniel's hats. Yeah.
Yeah, the hat and the whole everything is just like it stands out really good.
Yeah, I
And
really
his
like
rub
the
is
logo.
really good.
His what?
Thank you.
His rub is really good.
Did you get a chance to try it yet, Quint?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know. I'm waiting for mine.
I did it on some pork chops.
Anthony is taking my rub on a tour of California.
Yeah. The coolest thing was when I busted that thing out in that fucking crowded ass 220 capacity steakhouse that night. The waitress was like, looked at me like she wanted to say out loud, like, "What are you doing?" Because I had my camera out, but she didn't want to fuck up me taking the picture or whatever I was doing. So she's like, "Wink, wink, I got you." I'm like, "What do you mean you got me?" She's like, "It's okay, you can do what you're doing." I'm like, "I know it's okay. I'm doing what I'm doing." And
Yeah,
then
he was
every
wearing it.
time
He was wearing
someone
it as
sat
part of
next to us and they saw the jar on there, they were wondering why that jar wasn't on their table. Everyone had salt and pepper and napkins and no barbacoa or bandits. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, that's how we roll.
Yeah. Well, the holster sold the thing.
Yeah,
The
that
holster
whole,
sold the
Oh
whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah, oh yeah. You want to know what kind of fight I had with my chick leaving the house? She's like, seriously, babe. I was like, I told you before we left. A, it's my birthday. B, it's my boy. And C, don't clown me on this stuff. Let me do my thing. And she was like, okay. And she went with it. It was cool.
Yeah, I got to get me one of the ones like Stale Cracker wears with like a 6-pack, where I can hold like a 6-pack of rubs on me at all times,
Oh,
just in case.
Bandolero.
Yeah, give you a whole chest one to go across like that.
I actually have two.
Yeah, one of those.
I bought two of those holsters. Originally, it was Maddie and Kiki. If you guys are familiar with them on YouTube, they sent me one of their rubs, and we had this whole thing going back and forth, sending each other weird shit. And I took their jar. I think it's about 30 places. I photographed it everywhere. It went across the country. Like I was like getting chased out of places because people were like, "What are you doing in here?" I was like putting in place, taking pictures with it. And then the second one was Uncle Steve's Gator Shake. So I had the two holsters, and everywhere I went, I had Uncle Steve's Gator Shake on one side and Maddie and Kiki's on the other. And I photographed those things. I mean, I'd be in the drive-through with it on the side view of my mirror. Like I I'd be like filming it in the shopping cart, going through like whatever. If it was Valentine's Day, whatever the holiday was, I'd go to like Walmart and go to that section and like just put I go to like Home Depot and like spread the Traeger shakes all to the side and just put his there or just So Daniel, you're just on the cusp of it, dude.
Can't wait. I can't wait to see where it pops up at next.
Yeah, well, hey.
I know I take my stickers everywhere I go. Like they're in my vehicles and stuff. That way, wherever I'm at, like I'll randomly slap a sticker on something.
Oh hell yeah!
But I just ordered some with the other day. I was telling you about the link tree. How you can get the little QR code for your link tree, and you can make business cards or stickers or whatever. So I just ordered business cards, but I think I'm gonna order stickers too. So that way, like people just if they see the logo and then the QR code, they might be curious and just scan it, and it'll take them straight to my link tree. So,
Well, hey, Daniel, I don't know who you do your stickers through. The ones you sent me on actually, and the ones that are on your bottle are really big and nice. Do you have other sizes, and do you have like more of the thicker kind of like heavy duty vinyl kind?
So I can get them in different sizes and different thicknesses and stuff like that. I just ordered a shit ton of those for the bottles and then for like giveaways and stuff. But I'm probably gonna be getting some different sizes and stuff too.
I was just gonna say, throwing it out there for your bottles, you probably don't need to go so nice for the sticker.
Right.
I mean, it's badass, but that's a really badass sticker for that bottle. So as far as going forward, if you want to get mass producing, as I learned, The shake sticker doesn't have to be that nice. The ones you hand out or the ones you send in the package is probably the ones that people are going to put all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought since Randy couldn't be here,
Let's
I
do
would
it.
be here in
Garage.
spirit and a show.
Oh, there's Randy Guggen.
Come in the shop.
Yeah, badass, dude.
Randy, do you still have Kent's trophy?
Yeah, I usually just use it as a stool.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I went on Amazon and I ordered that same trophy he had, and I just put my name on there.
Yeah, I mean that's all you really have to do to win a trophy.
Yeah, I was just like, and it was cool because I was like first place, highest score ever score. Like I just like loaded up that whole plaque on the bottom, and I was like, damn, man, I feel fucking good.
I was gonna say I've done a few competitions and most of mine look something like this.
Yeah.
Like a real trophy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, really, yeah,
First-
exactly.
First place brisket.
Yeah. I used to race BMX, and our trophies were like a legit. Had the dude on the bike, and shit.
Yeah. I got a couple of them that have like offset pits on them and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Giant metal impaling flames. That's different. That trophy's an accident waiting to happen. I would never put it on something high.
On the ground.
It's like, why do five different people have that trophy across the country with the same damn thing on it?
It's like a Final Destination scene waiting to happen. What's up, Guggen?
Not a lot, man.
Anthony's got an echo.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
I bet he took his headphones off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I cannot. Okay.
Yeah, it's gone now, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, I think his mic's still on.
He does have a long mic.
Yeah.
So when's the diaper party, AJ?
I don't know, man.
Thinking about flying out.
Yeah, I'll let you know, man. Probably not going to be for a few months.
You need like the month before.
Yeah, probably not till July or something like that.
So with this being y'all's first kid, is she going like over the top, super extra? Most women do on the first one.
No, she's been pretty cool.
Really?
We didn't even have like one of those gender reveals. We just opened the email together and then shared it with our family later. Like it's been pretty chill.
Okay.
What about the nursery?
Well, we
Yeah.
don't have room for a nursery right now. We got my office because I work from home, and then we just have a guest bedroom. So we're planning on buying a house in the next few months. So hopefully we can get all that situated.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky.
But she's
My
just
wife is going to be a grandma for the first time in a couple weeks. We have a whole room upstairs that she calls her gift room that's full of baby stuff for our grandson.
Is that all from her?
Well, it's my checkbook, but
It's from y'all then.
yeah.
It can't be that much. You spend most of your checkbook on the live streams.
Well, that's nothing compared to
I'm
what
just
your
joking.
grandchild's getting.
Well, then
Oh, I'm sure.
that's what's left. Yeah, that's what's left.
I was gonna say you can
And-
imagine
and-
if he spends that much on super chats, you can imagine what the
The super
grandbabies.
chats are going to go down now
Yeah.
after in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that.
You got to remember, I'm on limited income. I'm retired.
I don't think Anthony's muted.
No, he's not.
I think you can mute it, Simon, from your end.
I don't think I can from my phone here. Only thing I can do is jump them out. That's the only thing I can do. Knock them out of the.
Yeah, we just need to have a giveaway, like Al's live stream, where it's rigged that Anthony wins a new headset and microphone.
I thought he just bought us a mic.
He still needs a mic, though. He's still using his phone.
I don't even think he has a laptop.
Well, this is my iPhone, but I have everything else turned off. So
Yeah, yours sounds good, Simon.
Anthony, get your headphones back on.
They're charging.
Oh, you sound good now, though.
yeah, you were echoing earlier, but you're good now.
Yeah, so Daniel, I'm thinking about cooking some beef back ribs this weekend. Would your rub be sufficient for that, or is that more of like a pork rub?
No, it would be awesome on those. On
Okay,
some beef
cool.
ribs. Yeah,
Well, I'm thinking about making a video on that.
yeah, I think it'll be good on that. Did you get Simon? So you say you didn't get to taste the brisket you made?
No, because that was for my sister. She took it to West Texas.
Oh, okay.
So the whole
Talk about blue balls.
Yeah,
That would suck.
But Daniel,
Joe.
it
So,
goes. Daniel, it goes with pork too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I use it as a base, like on my ribs and my pork butt and stuff.
Yeah.
And I like to finish it with some Uncle Steve's sweet and spicier. I'll use that for like a finish on the pork. But I started with mine. But man, I wish you could have tasted that brisket, Simon, because I think it really does. It's kind of like a set and forget it on beef. You know what I mean?
I have some more on Sunday, and one of those is gonna stay with my family, so we're gonna eat that one. So.
Oh shit! I forgot. I don't want Quinn to feel left out. My brother TDO. Guggen, TDO, Simon, TDO, Daniel, TDO. Holy shit, there's 6 TDOs on the panel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I gotta
Hey,
get some
Simon.
advertisement.
Look,
Gorilla
I
Grill.
was gonna send that to Kent, but I didn't think he deserved an Iowa yellow one. So that's why he got the fucking Sasquatch green. And that's because Lance helped me out with that one. You know what's funny is I only typed it. Well, I should back that up. Anyways.
We got
Can't let
Smoking
that
Joe in
video
here.
secret out.
Hey, Joe.
I saw IG and I was like, damn. So I'm glad that happened because I had already had things stitched out and I saw a message on Instagram. I was like, damn, how lucky I get on that.
We said it and thought it, and you printed it.
Yep. So that worked out great. Now, I think the green looks good.
It looks badass on him.
Yeah. You definitely won't miss him in that crowd.
No, that's my point.
Hell, I wear a pink Fire Cups t-shirt.
Yeah, Quint ordered them for him and his wife for breast cancer. He wanted to be pretty active.
Is that right? That's cool.
Yeah. And Quint, I found onesies.
You did?
Yeah, but I think like a year would probably be maybe, I don't know. You tell me what size. I don't know what I don't want to like have the logo be like this small. Like, you let me know what size, Junior is, and I'll get that onesie.
You make it from here.
I'll let you know in a couple weeks.
Because
He's not here yet.
do you know this? Do you know the sex already or no?
Yeah, it's a male.
Okay, so we'll go with like a neutral, like kind of like a blue color, maybe. I don't know. You tell me what you want, but I found a site that will sell me.
Blue color.
Yeah, the place I get the t-shirts from has onesies.
I want to buy one.
Yeah.
Right now,
Well,
I mean,
I'm thinking like 3-4 days a week because he's gonna spit up a little bit. So you might want to do like a whole like a line, like
Monday, Tuesday,
fashion
Wednesday.
line.
well, I'm thinking
Maybe
about
get
getting
him some
you
burp
guys-
towels, maybe cloth diaper. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I really want a onesie. Not for me, for my grandson.
Thanks for the view.
Yeah,
Barb.
yeah.
We get that guy.
Let's clarify. Quentin does not need cloth diapers.
No, I'm not talking about diapers. I'm talking about onesies.
Onesie, yeah. And Quentin doesn't need onesies either.
Well, it's better than Lance showing up in his videos in the bikini to get views.
No, I would definitely be happy about that. Thanks for the view.
I think I got it, Simon. I took care of it.
All right.
But Anthony, are you serious? You got a hookup with onesies?
Remember Quint? I mean, not saying remember Quint, but yeah, you asked me about when you ordered your first round of shirts, and I went and did the research. I have them in my cart on Instagram or on Amazon. But I don't know baby sizes. I don't know. I didn't know sex. You just said I have a grandchild coming, so
Yeah, no,
I just
it's a male.
yeah,
my
I just put 0 to 3 month onesie in my cart. So I mean, I can get the logo that small. I have no problem with it, but I just think maybe it's best when Junior's like maybe a year. I don't know. You tell me. I'll do it.
Do they still wear onesies when they're a year old? I mean, I can't remember.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't reproduced, so I can't be an expert or.
I mean, my kids are in their 30s, so I can't remember that far back as far as clothing size. I just know they grow quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just remember if you play with it, it grows quick. Never different subject. Sorry, my bad.
Sunlight and water, that's all they need.
Yeah.
And they grow quick.
A lot of love. A lot of love.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's
AJ's gonna
everybody
be finding
cooking
out.
this weekend?
I don't know,
And
dude.
I think I'm doing some brisket and ribs for the
Hell yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, same. I think I'm also doing a pork butt.
Nice.
I'm actually selling brisket for Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
It's just me and the wife, so I'm just doing some meatballs and the little smokies in the crock pot. I mean, it's freaking winter here in Iowa, and I got a freaking ankle.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing special. If I did anything, it might be like Simon was saying. I don't even think I want to do that. I may thaw one because I want to make. I got some. I want to make some sausage links here before too long. I'm about ready to run out of breakfast sausage.
Yeah, for Super Bowl, I cook. I'm gonna cook them on. I start them on Sunday, and hold them. Excuse me. I start them on Saturday, hold them till Sunday, and then Sunday morning I do the racks of ribs and the pork butt. Because it's a bigger cut. I can get them those ribs in about 5-6 hours. So.
Yeah, I just checked the forecast for Sunday. It's gonna be a high of 65 over here where I'm at. So
Yeah,
perfect.
that's about. Yeah, we're looking the same thing, Daniel. Like 65 and sunny, which is nice.
Yeah.
I usually like to do like tapas, appetizers. Like 5 or 6. But I'm not going to be at a specific place this year, so everyone's like, "Hey, doing brisket?" Anyways, long story short, I got more people asking me to provide brisket for Super Bowl, so I'll stay here, get all the orders out, by halftime, and then just sit back and watch the game and chill.
Yep.
Yeah, we're a little warm ourselves, 48 and sunny on Sunday.
That's cold for us.
Yeah, it's warm for us though. I mean, last weekend it was 60, 59, 60. Yeah.
Yeah, last week it was in the minus for us. We had a heat wave the last few days. It's been like 40 degrees in the
Oh,
40s.
we're in a cold front here. Where I live, I try to go out to the workshop around 8, and it's still 42. So that's like foreign to us.
Yeah,
Not that it affects.
can't get no work done like that. 42
No, and
degrees.
it sucks. The sad thing is I have like a little space heater in there, but I can see my breath. When I'm welding, the shitty thing is I keep fogging up my mask. So I don't weld when it's that cold. So I'll try to do like grinding, still fog, everything that I have to wear a face shield or a mask, it sucks. So I'll just sit there and do all the pre-fills for the fire cups for like 2-3 hours with the music going, just rocking out. My dog's like, "Why the fuck are we in here? It's freezing cold." I'm like, "You know what, son? It's the way it is, dude."
Anthony, are you in Southern or Northern Cali?
I'm in Southern California, Canyon Lake, California. Geographically, uh, Disneyland. An hour away, 45 minutes without traffic.
So you should be warm year round most of the time.
What's funny is I've lost all my pepper plants.
Really?
Not, and it's funny. I planted a poblano pepper plant for Lance. It still has 3 on it. One of them's not going to make it, but yeah, we have a cold spell that just killed everything out here.
Right.
I'm so bummed. I lost like a couple $100 worth of plants.
Wow.
So yeah, where I'm at, it gets cold. It gets 29, 30, 32.
I thought it was Northern Cali that got cold and Southern was warm.
Yeah, but I'm what they call East. Like, okay, so cooking with CJ, Kent was on earlier. Where CJ lives, same thing. See, we're a half hour apart. So same thing would have happened to him that happened to me.
Okay.
The thing about it is he's in more of a suburban area to where I'm out backed up to the mountains of the woods, that's where canyon, Canyon Lake. We're literally like in an old railroad canyon.
Alvin Shane, you saying you're making like Big Mama, those spicy sausages that you can buy at the counter of a liquor store or something? That's got my curiosity up.
There's probably not too many videos on that.
Right. I love them things.
And
Am I
Anthony,
going to get a 30-pack or 10 ounce? I got to get a couple of them. They've got so expensive now. Shit, like pushing $3 when it used to be 75 cents each.
Anthony, I just want to give a shout out to Cooking with CJ. He's a good guy.
Quinn, I don't know. I think I told you on our TDO chat, which I wasn't trying to keep that as a secret. I always trying to keep like what we talk about as a secret because that's where we have it. But yeah, so when I showed up at CJ's, I was nervous. I knew kind of who was going to be there, whatever. Long story short, as I started talking to Josh and Bethany, CJ was doing the giveaway. And you had chimed in on the chat. I had heard someone say, "Hey, Quint Nelson, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, cool, Quint's in the chat." And Josh and Bethany are like, "Oh, Quint's so great." And I was like, "I love that motherfucker." And I said he ordered pink T-shirts for him and his wife, whatever. But he also wanted a onesie for their baby. And Bethany's like, "Oh, that's so badass." So, and then Bobby Catton had won fire cups, and someone said, "Oh yeah, wow, Bobby. Bobby's a great supporter too." And CJ goes, "No, Quint, he's the man. He's like such a great supporter of all the channels. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go any further. I said, we're all, because I don't want to, give our whole TDO fucking secrets away and shit. I go, but yeah, we're all close. Yeah, we're really close. So, yeah. But yeah, CJ, they all gave you props. So,
Troy's in the chat. Damn, Troy's quiet tonight.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he's here.
the chat's very quiet today.
We haven't given
Who's
Troy enough
Troy V?
ammo for some good jokes.
You see what he's wearing, Quint? He's got number one. You got number two.
Troy V needs to rock his Fire Cups beanie.
No, I got number 3, Lance.
You're right. I have number one.
Yes.
All right. Well, let us light this time, Troy.
Yeah.
Another call.
We expect
And Lance, it's sitting right over here, but I'm gonna have to get up, and that's gonna.
No, you don't need to do that. I saw it earlier. I just happened to notice that Troy is sporting his.
Troy, we count on you for every live to hold down the chat, man.
I know it. Him and Alvin usually hangs around. There was another one the other day. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I keep looking in my mail for that sleeper hat. Well, it's funny because hanging out with you guys, I know the guy that makes them. The problem is I don't know how to get a hold of him. He's a cool motherfucker. That's all I know.
Yeah, he's a little
Sorry.
though, right?
Sorry. He's a cool dude. My bad. Don't need to drop the F-bomb.
And
It's
he's
so
an
hard.
OG.
It's so hard. I am trying though, but it's so
Isn't
hard.
it just? Is it true? It's just like the first however many minutes of any video that they'll pick up on curse words.
First 30 seconds, I think.
I've heard so many stories on that. I've heard seconds and I've heard minutes. I don't know what the truth is.
What kind of robot's gonna follow a 5-hour chat?
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Right.
Well, I don't think I'm doing 5
That's
hours.
probably why they say the first seconds or minutes. But I've never been able to confirm either of them.
I mean,
that's why
unless I have a chainsaw and I'm like actually doing like a live execution, no one's gonna go, okay,
We're
shit.
definitely demonetized now.
Mostly because the blood, not necessarily the crime itself, but
Yeah. It's like going to the priest. At what point is someone going to say, you know what? I need to step out this box and go make a phone call.
Yeah.
Hobo's
Where do we
got a
see
question.
Josh? He was on last week, but I can't remember. I think it was on Lance's live.
Duchess.
Josh and
Yeah.
Bethany are doing more Instagram right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're familiar with a lot of
doing
the newer
their
channels.
Vegas vlogs. They're doing their travel vlogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
saw all of that.
they're starting to. What Josh told me is they plan on starting to get back more in the cooks and stuff. And he's got a lot of stuff going on right now as far as getting over the retirement hump
Right.
with the PD.
So Quentin knows he's dealing with being medically retired,
Right.
but they're also dealing with they got out of the world's smallest patio. So now they're half in the park in the fifth wheel and then half in the cool badass patio in Northern California. So they don't have that centralized filming place that they had when they were doing all their original cooks and everything.
Right.
That's what they were telling me. But they're not, they don't want to give up, but they're loving the travel right now. So that's what they're focusing on, their travels.
And what Josh has gone through, I mean, I'd be living life right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a survivor, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, they have young children yet, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a cop. Cops have a special heart with me. for
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
reason.
he's a LA Sheriff County deputy. Yeah, LA County Sheriff deputy.
So
And some say sheriffs, well, not sheriff deputies, but sheriffs are elective, so their deputies are more recognized in some areas.
Randy just saw the picture of Lance's brother.
I'm trying to mimic him, and I'm sure Guggen just snapped. I saw him messing with his hands down there.
Whoa!
Wasn't quick enough.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, hold on.
I see what's coming.
I didn't take a pic, Lance. Don't worry.
Hey, you know things are cool with your TDO family when you're in a live chat with a non-TDO, so to speak, member, and 4 TDOs ass on winning fucking Fire Cups. I'm not hating at you. I'm 100% not hating that you didn't take your winnings. I love the fact that everyone's like, just ordered.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me right now. Like this is like a paradigm. It's not happening.
Oh, dude. So you got one that hangs low on the left, so it makes room for the one on the right.
Whoa, you know.
I was trying to figure out what Hobo was getting at. Hobo going to be Hobo. Game on, gloves off.
well, I must have missed something.
Yeah, that's why I sort of read back up.
It went silent.
I think we're all trying to put that one together.
Yeah.
Of course, Kent's the only one that can figure out hobo.
Can we hit the bouncing ball?
Dutch. I just saw a picture not too long ago, a few minutes ago, of his wife. She got a pretty good scratch on her face.
Yeah, she fell down earlier.
Yeah, no, I know, but I actually just saw the picture of her face. She got tore up pretty good or scratched up. I mean, not horrific, but it's very noticeable.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think she fell like face first. I think
Yeah.
she might be bruised tomorrow.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
She said she was thankful that the cars were that close. And then B, that there was no trailer hitch on the car that was in front of her. So she was blessed.
I don't know these emoji things. She's looking up at something.
I think that's an eye roll.
And then Ken had said something about, and I forgot about it. I remember her having it, but she just had that neck surgery too. So that could have been.
I have no clue about that.
I don't know.
Yeah, that could have been that.
Well, everybody's got to move down south. Come on, guys.
Yeah, get away from the zone.
Yeah. That ice is really good for cooling beer.
AJ, I tried Georgia, buddy. I don't know what it was. The pollen was so bad.
Don't move to Georgia.
I couldn't do it, man. I tried, buddy.
The pollen kill you here too.
I hate it here.
Is
Right.
No,
all your family there?
I love going. Like, my sister has a place. I don't need to go into detail. Anyways, Lake Lanier, like Chattahoochee. Like, I love Georgia, but like when I went to the Harley dealership for the ride and we rented the bikes, they were yellow from the freaking pollen. And anyways, I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, it's real bad if you have allergies in the springtime. It's just
Thank you. That's all it was.
Maryland's
I'm
like
not
that.
calling it out. I'm not saying it's not for everybody. It just I couldn't do it. It was killing me. I was there in April, May. I went to Augusta. I tried to go to the Masters, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I just don't go outside for like that month.
I get you. I
Maryland,
It's that bad, yeah.
Rent your car from the morning, and that afternoon lunchtime, it's yellow again. It's terrible around here. I used to think I wanted to go to Tennessee, but after talking to that bushwhacker, listen to that bushwhacker guy, he was like, "Damn, I don't know if I want to go there now." Not that I plan on moving.
I shipped him out fire cups this morning. He messaged me last night. I shipped him out a package today.
Oh, that Chris guy is all right.
Yeah, Chris from Tennessee Bushcrafters.
Yeah.
And then there's some fucking motherfucker. I don't know. It was like Guggen or I don't know. I put a bunch of crap in a box and threw it out. I don't know.
Oh hell yeah!
I think one of those is my boxes too. So
I'm looking forward to this box.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
there
placed
was
an order,
Simon.
I think.
Yeah, so there was Simon V or some cat like that, and some Daniel whatever cat. I fucking they probably got diamond rings in their motherfucker, but this AJ Guggen, I don't know.
we get little turtles.
Love you, TDOs.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
With you, all you guys, I love you so much.
We can't
I'm currently down to 2 fire cups, and I have a cook on Saturday and Sunday. So
it's funny because I track everyone's order. I know Lance and all you guys that do shipping, you check your stuff. It's so funny how I know Texas is big, but it's weird that I'll send something to Lance and it'll get there in 2 days, but it'll take fucking 4 days to go to Texas.
Yeah, my tracker said it was Monday when I get my order.
Yeah, it's just I don't get it. I follow it because I want to make sure everyone gets their shit faster than possible. But I'm like, doesn't make sense. It just landed on the East Coast, but they can't get it to Texas.
Well, that last co-sponsor, those beanies, I couldn't ship it out Monday. It was ready, but I went to the post office realizing it was Martin Luther King Day, so it didn't ship out till Tuesday. But yet you still got them Thursday.
That was so badass because I was waiting and hoping for Daniel's bottle, and then the beanies, and yours came Thursday and his came Friday. I was like, yeah, because I had to rock Daniel's rub on that tri-tip for that competition, man. I just the buildup was there, so
it's
cool.
crazy that you say that about the shipping too, because I sent a bottle of rub to AJ in Georgia, Simon or another guy in San Antonio, and then I sent Quint his bottle to Iowa. They all got there on the same day.
Yeah, it's weird.
Georgia, San Antonio, and San Antonio is only a 3-hour drive from my house.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is Lance. I've gotten a couple packages from Lance that have been here in a couple of days. But he sent me this hat, and last week it showed it was in Fort Dodge, my town in Iowa. And then yesterday I checked because I'm like, why haven't I received this? And it showed that it was in transit in another state, but I got it today.
Well, Dutch just got his stuff today. He got Anthony's hat beanie today.
But everything else you sent me has come out in a couple of days.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk to Johnny. We're gonna have to talk to Johnny Maggs and see what's going on with USPS.
Simon and Daniel, AZLE Texas. How do you say that?
AZ. What?
AZLE Texas. It's a city that I shipped something out to. AZLE.
I would say Azel. I would say.
Sounds like Azel.
My package has been on the postal carrier truck since Saturday. Is there some kind of crazy storm going on out there?
Let me look it up.
Shit, I don't even know where that's at. You looking it up, Simon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many towns and stuff in Texas that I've never.
Oh no,
even
I know.
heard of.
I'm just
It's
saying,
crazy.
I shipped out shit last week, and that package is stuck somewhere in Texas. I can't, I can't get it.
Like when
near
I know
Fort
when I
Worth.
It's in
It's-
north. It's over by Dallas.
It's Papo Joe's Grilling Supplies.
Patho Joe, maybe it's Smoking Joe.
Nah, it's over in Dallas.
He's in El Paso.
It's north.
Yeah, he's an SCA competition sponsor, and he wanted a sample pack, so I sent it out. And it's been a week, and I feel bad because I don't have an answer why it's not there.
It's downtown Fort Worth area.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense because that's where the World Championships are.
Tarrant County, Texas.
Yeah. Oh well, hopefully he gets there. I'll send another one.
thanks for
Yeah,
the help, Troy.
I saw that.
That helps a lot.
Gotta love Troy, man.
One thing Facebook Marketplace. It's one thing I can't stand is when you send a request about something, and they won't. You see they looked at it, but there's no response.
Well, it's because they looked at your profile.
They're stalking your page right now.
Yeah, they looked at your profile. I'm not meeting up with this dude.
Well, that's quite possible.
I'm just joking. No, there's a lot of flakes on Facebook, man. It's just part of the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's
What-
not available, then pull it down or say it's sold or say no, it's gone.
No, people have lost all etiquette of basically selling anything because of the internet. It used to be like type up a nice ad, show nice pictures. Now it's like one picture and then there's no description.
And then they'll have the balls to say serious inquiries only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Or if the ad's still up, I still have it. So don't ask if it's still available. Well, that's the question that Facebook automatically prompts. Is it
Right.
still available, Ken?
Yeah. You got to delete that if you're serious and just type your own
What's
message.
Facebook?
It's
Really?
this old website that came after MySpace. Nobody uses either one anymore.
Oh,
It's actually spelled FUCKBOOK.
I've never been on Facebook.
Oh, I
It's
love
owned by
it.
this alien.
No, down.
If you can find what you're looking for in Marketplace, you're going to save money on it. But
Yeah.
My wife's on
run
Facebook.
into stuff like this.
Try pissing off someone on Facebook and see how that works out for you.
It's not hard.
It's pretty much all I use Facebook for is like Marketplace.
That's
Oh, yeah.
all I log on for.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
looking for some firewood. Usually I can get a good deal on mesquite and like on here.
Fire cups on Facebook? No.
No, firewood.
Oh, I was gonna say, just hit me up, man. I got you.
That's how I place my order.
Yeah, I joined Instagram. I stay away from social media except for YouTube, but I freaking joined Instagram just so I can communicate with my barbecue family, and that's the only reason I got on there.
Yeah.
And
When I made my channel for Instagram for Yes I Can Barbecue, instantly I was getting bombarded by.
I was on TikTok for a short while. I was on.
logos, two of them, and then a bunch of other stuff. Just try to sell me stuff,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Daily, constantly on Instagram, I get notifications. These women with big boobs. No,
Yeah. Well, I don't have a problem with it.
followers,
Stay with them until they block me. So
or logos or knives. Yeah,
those are nice.
Yep. Dude, I trip out on the ones that want to make cartoons out of shit. They're like, hey man, I make I make pictures into cartoons. Are you interested? I'm like, no, that has nothing to do with barbecue. Why would I want cartoon barbecue?
How you doing?
What's up, Bruce?
What did Troy say? I live in Chicago. They don't know about my hatred
For their team.
No, that's Troy V and I just showing some love for each other.
Oh, that reminds me. I just set up a Nightbot on my laptop for these lives. I'll work on it tomorrow. Surprised we still have an audience. We have 14 people watching at almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, that's why I did that little short one. It's getting a little harder to hold an audience, you know. And plus, I sent, I told you, Al, or Simon, when I called you, I was going to send Al an email. And he said, don't worry about it. And I still was trying to worry about it a little bit.
Yeah, but it's all good. I mean,
Hey, Lance.
Yeah,
I got a question for you, because you're the only one in the chat that's at that 1,000 subscribers level. So everyone in the group, like you and the Goodfellas and Chef and everyone that's hit the 1,000, that's on the verge of monetization. I'm on the outside looking in, but do you guys have to keep up that watch hours that you got originally, like your 4,000
every year?
Okay, so how does that work out? When you say every year, so it's so every 365 days it clicks off. So you guys are doing these live streams for the watch hours. How does that translate to your videos?
it's all added together. The watch time is what they're looking for.
I'm just saying, so like once they're all monetized, because we're doing these marathons, to get our brothers, our family to where they need to be. Once they get monetized, do they still have to do this, or can they just play their videos? I love you, AJ. I love you, AJ.
You gonna make a statement? Is that what you brought up there? It's my understanding. Go ahead, Guggen.
Well, I was just going to say, if that's the case, then I'm not going to continue on YouTube, because I'm not going to always maintain 4,000 hours every year.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think this is my understanding. Once you get monetized, I don't think you have to maintain 4,000 hours, but you do have to keep posting. And at some point, if you stop posting, then you're going to get an email from YouTube saying, "Hey, your account is
stagnant or whatever."
Yeah, stagnant, and you need to start posting, or you're going to get your monetization pulled. That's my understanding.
Yeah, AJ, from what I've heard from others on different channels and lives, you're correct. Once you get up there, what I've seen, what people have posted and said on lives, it's easy to maintain. You need to concentrate on views more.
Right.
Yes.
So once you get monetized, I don't think there's any point in going live unless you enjoy it. But as far as maintaining hours, I don't think you need to worry about that once you get to that point. I could be wrong, but
I just want to make sure all of our family that gets there stays there. That's what I'm asking.
That'd be a good question for somebody, because I asked that question, unless I misunderstood the answer. You had to maintain it, or they would, you have to show intent. So, I mean, just to come in there with 100-hour a year wasn't acceptable, but I'm
not a mathematician, but 4,000 hours every 365 days is about an hour a day.
No, from what I picked up from Russ with Smoky Ribs, he said, he's basically come out and said, it all focuses on views.
Right.
You know,
Which makes sense. Exactly.
Well, I guess
But
maybe
if
just-
you're doing shorts,
Right.
you're not
Oh.
getting sub 60 seconds every time versus a 13, 14-minute video. So
Right.
I
We
Yeah,
don't
guess-
worry about
the
you don't
subs,
worry about
you get more
Go ahead.
views with subs.
the fuck.
Okay, so I don't know the math, but I forgot to ask CJ when I was there when he hit the 100,000. So if you have a 50,000 and 100,000 and you post the same video and it has 100,000 views, do you both get the same monetization for 50,000 subs and 100,000 subs with the same exact views for the same exact video?
I don't know how that works at all.
I think
That's the key. I'll never be there, and I don't even care. But that's what I'm tripping out on. Is it subs equation to views, or is it just views? Because if Lance has 1,500, he's monetized, and his video does 100,000 views, and Smoking Joe's video does 100,000 views. Do they both get the same check?
and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's view time. So it would be view time after that. I mean, obviously, if your view or your subs grow, then your views and all that grow along with it.
Yeah, they
But
coincide.
once you hit that 1,000 subs, that was just a threshold. So now you got to worry about your focus on your views.
Yeah,
But I
because you
could
can
be
have a
wrong.
million subs. You can have a million subs, but if they're not watching none of your content, you're not making no money.
That's what I'm asking.
Right.
Is at what point do your subs not matter in equation to your views?
Yeah, subs. Once you get monetized, subs don't matter anymore.
Okay,
It's all the views
then
and
thank
people
you,
who
AJ.
are actually still watching the video. They're not just clicking and then clicking out. People who continue to watch the video. That's going to show YouTube that your video is better for advertising. So they're going to pay you a little bit more to versus somebody who's getting only like 30 seconds of view time per video.
South Texas just brought up a good point. He's talking about posting previous videos and bringing them back later. That's one thing, according to Russ, he can post a video that he posted, let's say, 6 years ago. Facebook will continue to monetize you by reposting that and getting those views and hits on that video.
Right.
YouTube, I don't know if they do that.
YouTube, what that?
I said I don't know if YouTube will do that. I mean, South Texas was talking about it, and
So, like, if you put a duplicate,
yeah,
on your
let's say
channel.
like 3 years later, you post the same video again.
And try to get the same amount of hits and views and all that stuff. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I think maybe what Russ was talking about was just redoing some of his older videos that did well, but they kind of gone stagnant over time. But not completely just uploading the same video, but reshooting the same video.
No,
I relabel a bunch of videos that had maybe not the best catchphrase. I don't know. I have 150 subs, so just follow me here. But I was like, you know what? Maybe like I'm not using the right words. I saw maybe 20 to 30 different views. So I don't know what the whole trigonometry, geometry, the math for wording. Someone says don't use the hashtag, do this or that. So I don't know. I've heard people say they changed earlier tonight on this chat. I changed my wording live and I watch it go this way and this way, then I change it again. I don't know.
But AJ, no, Russ has said he's posted the same video because Facebook allows you to do that.
Right. That's a different platform. So if he wants to do that and
Yeah,
post
that's
some
what I
of his
said.
YouTube videos, that's totally cool.
Yeah, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about his stuff on Facebook.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I was confused.
And he gets the views and monetized for it.
Right. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Since he already has a decent following there, he has all these older videos that he can upload and monetize there. So
Right.
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And I'm a guy that don't have no content.
Me too. I think I have like 4 shorts. That's it.
I got one short on YouTube. I got pictures and some shorts on Instagram.
Yeah, see, I'm coming over from Instagram, and it's totally different.
I am no expert at all.
I can have 6 Hubble. I only have the free version of the.
I did look up the YouTube rules, and they basically said after you're monetized, if you are inactive for more than 6 months, then you're most likely get demonetized.
So that's what I'm looking for right now. So there's no requirements. What you're saying?
I mean, they want you to try to keep maintaining what you've been doing.
Show it. That's what Ski Girl just posted. I said, "Well, I should have thought about that. Answer my own damn question." But I haven't found it yet. I'm on a damn phone. I hate the phones.
I think as long as you keep doing what you're doing, Lance, you don't have to worry about hours. As long as you're consistent, they're not going to take your monetization away.
Yeah, it seems like the hardest part is just getting there. Once you get monetized, it's fairly easy.
And then you're already at that threshold, so your videos are going to start getting a little bit more views. And at some point, you're not even going to have to worry about that 4,000 hours anyway. So.
What's up, Lance?
We got a debate going on here between husband and wife. Hobo wants to know, you're a 6. You're a 6 max, right, Guest?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we get Ski Girly on here? She seems to think a little bit differently, and maybe she has the correct answer.
Well, between her and or Hobo, you'll get one, you'll get them both.
Yeah. Well, as long as they don't have any voicemails, we should be good.
Nice. Nice.
But no, I mean, if they have the answer, I'm always one to listen, and I am not 100% sure on how everything works on YouTube.
Yeah, neither I. I start looking it up. But like I say, if one of them comes on a live, you'll get them both at the same time. So you don't have to make room up here for 2 if you.
Yeah, they're both in my chat right now. So, but
the guy in the below Simon on the left,
it's free.
and in Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Can I pick him for the winner?
I mean, that guy right here?
This guy right here, the handsome one. Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
And he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
And then you're.
Yeah, Mr. Guggen.
That's a good question, Alvin.
They make up shit every day, man.
It seems like it, right? Like you hear a different thing from everybody who has a channel,
It is.
When it comes to all this stuff.
The last survey that I did for them less than a month ago, the first thing I put in there to highlight it, what can we do? Make something visible, to make it easier to see. 6-month lapse, not true. No expert, but no SEO and algorithms. Yes, they do.
So that's the thing with the algorithm. Is the wording in the title? Does that play into it?
I'm sure it does.
Well, like I said, someone earlier was testing it, and they were watching it change instantly. Like they said, I changed this wording to this wording. I put shrimp first and not sausage, and then I went.
That was me. I watched
that. Was you. Thank you. Well, I throw that out there 3 times. Thanks for chiming in. God damn it, Lance! I love you. You like me hanging there, man. I'm like, someone was saying it.
What is that?
So yeah, that's my point. Is I try to change words, and I only saw like tiny bit, even though I'm not, on that spectrum. So how does the algorithm work with the wording? What's the catch?
I should have known that right off the bat. Well, where I live anyway, if I see the word shrimp I see the word chicken, personally, the word shrimp is going to catch my eye before the word chicken or pork is going to catch my eye.
Okay.
And I should have used that in common sense when I created that title. I created a quick phone short, which I can't stand phone shorts. I'd rather make them on DaVinci. But creating one from the phone, I went kebabs or barbecue kebabs, chicken, pork, shrimp. And I sat there and watched it. And that was like 3 o'clock this morning. And it wasn't doing anything. So then I got to looking at it. I said, why didn't I put shrimp first? So I put shrimp, chicken, pork being last. And then I refreshed it or saved and refreshed it. And I could watch the numbers clicking up 2, 3, 4, 20, 50, 51, 53, 50, 100. And I said, when it got to it, unfortunately, I watched it till it got just over 200. I said, okay, I'm good. I'm not going to make any more changes. I'm going to let it ride and see what happens. So I went to bed. And when I came back out here at 9, it stopped dead at like 400 and some. So, but it'll still grow a little bit. But I was hoping to be another one of those 1,500 views in less than 8-hour shorts is what I was hoping for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Like you guys were saying earlier, and even when 805 was in there talking about the shorts and the timing.
Yeah.
The thing about the shorts is, and once again, I'm not on that level, but on Instagram, when I do the reels for my dog or whatever, it sounds funny. 3-4 months later, I'll still get 200-300 likes from those. I don't know how they pop up that later in someone's feed, but whatever. Maybe they're bored one night and they just start scrolling through all their reels. But yeah, I'll get likes months later, and it blows me away.
Well,
There's that good-looking motherfucker again.
Fire cuts.
Too much.
AJ coming in clutch.
Yeah, this is what I was reading when I was talking earlier. So there may be some other clauses in there that I'm not seeing, but to my understanding, this is kind of how it works once you're monetized. So if you're inactive for 6 months, they're going to pull it. Initially, if you're just below their threshold, then I think you have some leeway, but I'm not 100% sure. So
I
mean,
there are those classes.
Just being straightforward. I mean, if you don't post in 6 months, or if you're not maintaining like a very minimal amount of watch hours, YouTube's probably not your priority anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
So the threshold being 4,000.
I mean, they don't explicitly say it here, but if I
No,
find
they
where
don't.
it says that, then I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
that's the
there's
point
some-
I'm getting at. If you're not
there's
maintaining those
channels-
minimum requirements, you probably don't
Yeah.
give a shit anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But once you get there, though, you should continue to grow, and it's not something you're really gonna have to worry about as much as your first couple years, like what you're doing now, Lance. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. So you're already there as far as subs. Once you hit your 4,000, you're already gonna have a good following, and you should be able to maintain that good threshold no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, like I sponsor like Beers the Jack Barbecue. They're like around 7,500 subs, and they do like a video maybe every 2 weeks. They're rocking and rolling. They're not getting demonetized, you know.
I'm gonna step down and give room for someone up here to come on up because actually had a conversation with Hobo and Ski Girlie earlier this evening, and my first impression is they're very, very knowledgeable and know what they're talking about. So they might have a couple answers that we're not
Well,
sort of.
you might want to ask them some questions though. Quint's not active right now. We can bring Quint back in a minute.
Okay, let me.
Well, there's two. Simon said
Alvin Chan.
there's
Yeah,
two.
yeah, I'm gonna bring
I'll still be in the chat.
I'm gonna bring Alvin up first because he was waiting longer. But I'm gonna get Alvin first.
Okay.
Yep. So,
All right.
all right, sir. Let's see, Alvin, here you go. Hey, sir, fine. Sorry about that.
What's up, Alvin?
Hey there.
Shut up, dog.
Fine, I will.
No problem.
How you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
So the problem I'm having is with starting the YouTube channel. Okay, if there is so many obstacles and keeping the channel up, why in the hell do I want to do it?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to personal preference when it comes to that. I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your passion?
Is the juice worth the squeeze for you?
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't
Thank
care
you,
about.
man. I like that.
I don't care about getting monetized. Monetized. I just really want to show people in my with a disability like myself how to do the barbecue stuff, the cooking stuff.
Well, that's where I'm at. So, like you, Simon, I'm disabled. I can't go back to work, and my passion is cooking, and the channel name is going to be Cast Iron Barbecue and Cooking because I restore cast iron pans. If you looked at some of the Instagram stuff that I've put out, you'll see that I can restore cast iron. I'm not looking for monetization, but where's the avenue? Yeah, every platform has I'm not sure what I'm asking really.
Did you figure out the name thing? Because you were having a problem with the and symbol.
I have not been able to figure that out. Salt, Pepper, and Fire has been able to put that in their logo. I don't know what the hiccup is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I see. I have several channels that I subscribe to that use the and symbol, and they got their name on there. So I don't see why you're not.
It may be what YouTube product I actually subscribe to that allows. I don't know.
Don't know.
Well, Alvin, getting back to your question, me personally, I don't think that my channel will really get big enough to really make any real money, but it's kind of just fun being part of this community and sharing the cooks that I'm doing with everybody. And I've already met like a good group of people, like all of you guys up here on the panel. So if it does turn into something a little bit bigger, awesome. But
yeah,
that's all it's about for me, at least.
I mean,
Love you, AJ. You're the best.
yeah, Alvin's been around in the chats for about a year or so, maybe longer.
Yeah, you've been around at least since I've been around. I've only been around for a few months.
It's been about 2 years. I've been following the big ones, and I won't say the second big one. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Don't get me started, Elvin.
No, I don't want to stir up shit, and it was bullshit to begin with. But that's all I'm going to say, and I won't mention it. But the thing is, I was prematurely retired, forced into retirement because of disability issues, and now I'm sitting here. What the hell do I do? And because I love cooking,
Good night, Terry.
you know, it's the only avenue that I got other than checking out permanently.
Yeah, I was under that.
So I can relate, Alvin. I'm 34 and I was forced to retire because of cancer. It left me disabled. And So I was kind of like you. I was kind of soul searching there a little while, and I mean, I did competition barbecued all my life, but I did competition barbecue in the past. So it was one of the things. Barbecue is one of the things that I was still able to do post cancer that I still got enjoyment out of. So I started pushing Instagram, just taking pictures of the shit I cooked, and it kind of started growing. And I had always been a YouTube watcher, you know. Then I started participating more like in the chats during the live streams and stuff, and got to know all these guys really well. And I don't, you know, I really don't post much content at all on YouTube. I'm more heavy on Instagram, but I interact with these guys, and for me, that's good enough. Like, you know what I mean? I keep busy keeping up with these guys, chatting with them, bullshitting, and for me, it's cool. You know what I mean? Now, they kind of encouraged me, especially like Simon has encouraged me to try to start doing some more like, you know, long form videos and just for the hell of it. Like you said, just to give me something to do, you know what I mean, with my spare time and something that I enjoy doing, you know what I mean? So I can definitely relate on that, man. I'd say push forward with it, dude. Just as long as you're having fun, as long as you're keeping busy, I think everything else will kind of fall into place for you.
I think the major thing with me is to keep busy. You know, I love to cook. My mother taught me to cook when I was 11 years old. She was from Tennessee, so I know a lot of Southern recipes that are still in my head. And she's been gone for about 8 years. And holy shit, man, I miss her fucking cooking, man.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, Simon,
Sure.
how many can you allow in the chat?
Just 6.
Lance was booted off, I guess.
No, he
Yeah. Lance.
I can get off. And
Hey guys, I'll jump out. I'll just jump out right now. You know, I just want to. You know, I'm gonna.
no, what I'm saying is I'll get off.
No. You guys, no. You don't even know the channel.
Elvin, you're not up here that often, so we need to hear your story.
Yeah, a lot, but
Yeah, you see that, Alvin? Randy says he'll definitely subscribe. I'll definitely be your number 2 subscriber. So,
For
and I can
sure.
hop off too if
Yeah.
anybody else is waiting. I don't know if Bobo.
Yeah, exactly. Let me know
Okay.
if we need to.
Hold on.